So we're coming up on the culmination of 11 years, 22 movies in the MCU with Avengers Endgame.
The MCU has been going on for 11 years now.
21 films in 10 years. It's never been done before.
Guys, Endgame is coming out in just a few days. I can't believe it.
We inch closer and closer and closer to the film's release.
With Endgame coming,
where can I start?
I'm afraid.
I'm a little nervous, obviously.
The end of Avengers Infinity War was so devastating.
I've never been speechless at the end of a movie.
I was shocked.
Like something big is gonna happen.
I don't know what's gonna happen in Endgame.
I know we're gonna probably lose a few members.
Somebody's not coming back.
Really just hope this is like one of the best movies we've ever seen before.
I can't wait.
I mean, what am I talking about? I know this is gonna be one of the best movies.
They're still gonna be making movies, obviously, but it just feels like this is the end of something.
Avengers Endgame, man! I am still buzzing over this. Woo!
Boom!
Ah!
Wow.
Wow!
Oh my god!
Whoa!
Mind explosion.
Blew my mind.
Never been more excited than movie 4. I absolutely loved every second of this.
We're geeking out about Endgame? Well, heck yeah, let's do it.
I gotta calm down a bit. I'm getting sweaty. I'm sorry.
What up, it's your boy Flitte J.
What's going on, guys? ComicManJake here.
Louis from the Geek Fortress here.
Hi, I'm Zadie from Flitte Kartina.
Welcome, it's me, Eddie G.
My name is Lenise.
My name is Lily Kate.
This is Elliot.
Dash from Special Talks.
I am Mary B.
It's AJ.
That Guy Ralf.
I'm Matt.
I am Comic Man's wife.
And I'm Maggie.
And you are watching the Fandom Initiative.
Fandom Initiative. Fandom Initiative.
Fandom Initiative.
Welcome to the Fandom Initiative Part 2.
Number 2.
Number 2, Deuces Wild, Part 2. Here we go.
Let's talk about Endgame.
Even if you think you're ready to go into this movie, you're not.
I was absolutely thrown away by Avengers Endgame.
Maggie, oh my god. Avengers Endgame was incredible.
Yes, it was.
Can you believe how good it was?
Avengers Endgame was dope.
Definitely give it a 10 out of 10.
The pinnacle of Marvel right now.
It was really one hell of an experience.
It had me in tears within like the first 5 minutes.
The movie just left me speechless. And in my personal opinion, it is the most impactful film of the MCU.
Oh my god, this movie was one of the best movies I've ever seen at the movie theater.
Probably the best experience of my life.
I jumped out of my seat probably 3 times.
This movie was made to be seen on that big IMAX screen.
I just cannot express how much I loved it.
Endgame was an emotional and fantastic experience for everyone involved.
I had so many emotions.
I've never experienced so many oohs and ahs and emotions.
You're sad, you're excited,
And laughter and crying and anger and
you're happy, then like you're just like sad again.
I cried.
everything in one sitting of a movie.
And then all of a sudden like it's just like hype through the roof.
Man, the hype that was building up towards this was ridiculous.
I was so hyped for the movie to come. The build up to it was, I was so impatient. I needed to see that movie.
22 movies.
22 movies.
Most of them have all been good.
But 11 years building up to this moment, right?
Well, Black Panther wasn't good though.
I was very disappointed in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Captain Marvel, I didn't particularly feel like was a good film.
You didn't like Black Panther? Not really, no.
It was pretty well worth it.
Probably one of the most satisfying conclusions I've ever seen in my entire life.
It was literally the conclusion everybody needed, everybody wanted.
And I love the fact that it was such a love letter to the fans.
Marvel's love letter to the fans.
It was, dude.
The movie gave me a lot of what I wanted to see.
They know their fans. It was the fans that built this up to begin with.
It was way more than I expected.
And even stuff that I didn't even know I wanted to see until I saw it.
And this is a movie that I could have sat through another hour.
And we were rather successful in timing our potty breaks, which was really great.
I watched it
3 times.
I have seen this movie 4 times.
In less than a week.
I went on Thursday night, I went on Friday night.
And each time I see it, I love it more and more and more.
I just couldn't even leave the theater. I was gonna go get another ticket and ask him if I can stay for another showtime.
I went on Saturday with my family, and then I went again on Sunday.
They're doing it for the fans. That's why it's so successful.
I thought about it, but I had to get up really early for work that day.
We have reached a pivotal moment in cinematic history where we have completed an entire generation of movies.
This is a franchise that I think that comes along every once in a while in a generation that is an event.
There's the Star Wars generation, the Lord of the Rings generation, and now the Marvel generation.
They swung for the fences, and they nailed it, man.
Endgame, I could not believe what I was seeing on the screen for those 3 hours.
There was so much epicness.
Spoilers ahoy, obviously.
I thought to myself that this cannot be happening.
Tony Stark, dead. Captain America, old. What?
Everything I'm watching happened almost the way I would want it to.
Falcon is now Captain America. The Hulk is smart and he dabs now. What is happening?
The fact that everything ties together even from the beginning of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
What was your favorite moment from Endgame?
My favorite things from Avengers Endgame.
Favorite parts of the whole movie.
When they have the epic battle.
My favorite part?
Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor.
One of my favorite parts.
Big 3 take on the big man, Thanos.
Captain America wielded the Mjolnir.
When Captain America held Mjolnir.
Mjolnir raising up.
And then you see Mjolnir like start to lift up.
Flies back to who?
Thor's sitting there and he's got Stormbreaker in his face and he's just getting ready to die.
I'm literally getting chills thinking about it.
And then boom.
Woo!
Cap holding the hammer.
You know I was jumping up in my seat.
Literally jumped out of my seat.
Oh my god.
Because he is worthy.
I loved it.
That was just...
I lost it in the theater.
Incredible.
That was the best moment of the entire film.
This is my favorite moment I've ever seen in any movie ever.
For me, the one that really tops them all and still gives me goosebumps.
Avengers assemble without a whole bunch of heroes.
It threw the cinema I was in the first viewing into complete uproar.
When Captain America came walking up with half a broken shield, looking at Thanos and his armies come.
In UK cinemas, we're well behaved.
I'm not a big fan of clapping in movie theaters.
We sit there and we're just like, oh yeah, oh yes, that was very good.
And Sam says to Cap, hey Cap, can you hear me?
Did you see that? Did you see what he did there?
Cap, it's Sam.
Start opening up.
Yeah.
On your left.
And it's everybody.
And all the portals start opening.
Guardians of the Galaxy, Wakanda.
Bombay!
And then Black Panther comes walking out.
The sorcerers.
And then Falcon comes flying out the top.
My head almost exploded. Talk about epic. Everyone's coming through the portals.
And Captain America yells, Avengers!
Finally says the words that every fan has been wanting.
Catches Mjolnir.
Avengers, assemble. Epic music.
Oh my... Dude, can you see my goosebumps?
Assemble.
I legit got goosebumps right now.
Yeah! I was halfway through the roof.
But at that moment, I had to join everybody because everybody started clapping.
Everything was out. It didn't matter anymore. Everyone was together.
Because it is such an iconic moment.
Just going crazy.
It needed to go out with a bang.
And also it took us back to films that we loved.
This was the final chapter of the book.
To the first Avengers, that epic shot re-shown on the big screen.
Because a lot happened.
And the elevator scene, how Hydra was, I just thought that was a great scene.
I loved Fat Thor.
And then you see all the women in that one scene all coming together.
Thor seeing his mom again, that was another great scene.
Thanos got taken down.
There was a lot of surprises.
Deaths that I never saw coming.
Black Widow sadly died.
Yes, I shed tears. Yes, I laughed. I cried. I wasn't ready. I'm telling you.
Tony sacrificing his life. I was weeping like a baby.
I am inevitable.
I am Iron Man. I didn't think I was gonna cry as hard as I did, but man, I let it out.
I am Iron Man, snapping his fingers.
I am Iron Man. Snap. Boom.
And I was like, whoa!
I cried. Iron Man. Wow! And of course, 2 seats over, my oldest son cried as well.
I had a complete and utter freak out moment.
The kid was emotionally damaged off of this.
It was just such a good movie.
I loved every single second of it. It was one to go down in the history books, as we all, I'm sure, were expecting.
That last hour made the last 11 years absolutely worth it.
And I don't know if we'll ever get a movie that's gonna surpass that one. It's possible, but I think it might be a few years until that happens.
It made Thor Dark World worth it.
It's already killing it when it comes to the records.
And it is about to surpass Avatar as the all-time leading box office record,
Which is super, super beautiful.
Put that on the back of the DVD box. It says Avengers Endgame made Thor Dark World worth watching.
Oh my lord. It just was just so good.
How do you, like, top Avengers Endgame? You probably can't, but they're gonna try.
What do I feel the future of the MCU is gonna be, and
what's gonna happen from here?
You can kind of throw anything at me right now, and I'm gonna like it. I don't care. You've got me now.
And I felt that the movie itself gave a lot of closure to a lot of to a lot of the side stories and stuff, and yet it still was open-ended enough to leave it that they can still develop a little bit more with it.
If you look at the comic books and where they left this movie off, it leaves it open to so much more.
It leaves a lot of doors open for the future.
I kind of have got to that point now where I'm like, do you know what?
Even though I'm not a comic book person, I can appreciate that.
Now I am fully hooked. I'm fully with you. You just tell some stories. I don't care.
And I gotta tell you, in case you guys can't tell, I am so hyped to see Spider-Man Far From Home and see what the future holds for us all.
Spider-Man Far From Home. I cannot wait.
I think Far From Home will be a interesting peek at what's next.
I'm so hyped to see this movie.
I can't wait for the next stuff.
We still have Spider-Man's Far From Home movie to come out.
I gotta say, you guys can tell that I am a huge Spider-Man fan.
The future of the MCU depends on two things.
Will we ever get a cultural event like Avengers Endgame was again? It's really hard to say.
A great story and great villains.
Whether they come up with another villain that's greater than Thanos, I can't imagine it, but then again, you know, I don't know anything.
When they mentioned multiverse in the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer, I freaked out a lot.
The multiverse! We're gonna get a multiverse! Like, it's confirmed, right?
But I don't know, man. See, here's the thing, I'm excited for the future of the MCU, but there's a lot of little things going on, and I'm not really sure what all that means.
Now, I do have some concerns going down the line, like looking forward, because
the thing is about multiverses, though, is that it can get really confusing really fast.
I'm not all into the identity politics, and I think that can potentially drag a story down.
And I'm also anxiously waiting to see who's gonna be the new face of the MCU.
But we'll see where it goes. There's plenty of reasons to be hyped for the MCU, and
It's only a matter of time till we see Fantastic Four and X-Men enter the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Budapest, Mission Budapest. I want to see that movie.
We've seen their films, we've seen them in Fox, what they've done to them.
With Ant-Man, I just hope they do a third movie and it's just as good as the first one.
Some good, some bad, some ugly.
Maybe they have the Wasp turn on Ant-Man and then you have Ant-Man versus the Wasp. I don't know.
The MCU have a ton of great enemies that we haven't even spoke on yet.
I want to see more of Valkyrie. She's the new Queen of Asgard.
But I am excited to see new, fresh faces.
Dr. Doom.
The X-Men, the Fantastic Four.
We got Galactus. Yeah.
These are all things I want to see. Do I think we're gonna see? I have no freaking clue.
I'm really just excited to move forward within the MCU.
I want more.
This is a great time to be alive, to be a comic book geek.
It's a great time to be alive.
To be a nerd in general, guys.
Like, let's go.
You know, I really trust the creative directors.
I think Kevin Feige, he like a chess player, man.
And whatever direction that they choose to allow the MCU to go in.
He putting pieces right over here, right over here, right. He know what he doing. He probably got the next 20 years mapped out for Marvel.
I'm sure it's gonna be fantastic.
He one of them dudes, he's silent, but he deadly, just like a ninja. Just like me. Beta J. Ninja. Banish.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this video. I'm excited for Marvel. Can't wait, man. Who knows what's going to happen next. But if there's one thing I know for sure, it'll all be better than the DC universe.
I can't breathe in this thing!
Thank you guys so much for tuning in here today at Nerdy Blurb TV and checking out this video. Consider subscribing if you're into this kind of stuff because we like to keep it nerdy here and interact with cool individuals such as yourself. Have a great day.